Welcome to Omnis Vegan. My name's
Start over, Nick.
No,
Welcome to Omnis Vegan. No, you can have this part. I'm saving myself for other ones.
You're saving yourself for other burritos?
Yeah, the other yeah, we have 4.
Can you not point the knife in my face?
Sorry, I'm feeling a little dangerous today.
All right, you and Baker Mayfield, buddy. Let's go.
welcome to Omnis Vegan. My name's Nick.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Neil.
And I'm John. And today we're trying
burritos.
Yes.
All right. The brand we're eating the burritos from is
Alpha Foods.
what?
Alpha Foods.
What? Alpha Foods, Nick.
Alpha Foods.
Which one?
Yep.
I'm about to sneeze. What flavors do we have, Nicholas? What is that?
Mexico.
Mexicali.
Chicken buns.
Chicken
fajita.
Fajita.
Whoa.
Philly sandwich.
Cheers and pizza.
And pizza.
All right.
So these we found in our local Wegmans here recently. You can cook them in the oven, you can cook them in the microwave. They're all frozen, so you can check them out in your frozen food section. We are gonna actually cook them in our microwave, but we haven't cooked them yet. So we're gonna go ahead and cook these up, and we will be right back in a couple of minutes to let you know what we think of the Alpha Foods burritos.
All right.
Welcome back to Omnis Vegan.
Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. We finally finished cooking the burritos. And
80 to 90 seconds per burrito.
And
Yep.
89 seconds for a burrito. So we're going to see if they're warm and edible.
Unfortunately, I cooked them in the reverse order, which probably wasn't the wisest. So the first one we're tasting is the last one that we cooked, and the last one we're tasting is the first one that I cooked. So it does say you can either cook them on a plate or cook them in the wrapper. We decided to cook them in the wrapper so that we wouldn't confuse them, because let's be honest, they're a burrito. Once you get them out of the wrapper, they all look the same. So this first one is the Mexicali flavor.
Yes, Mexicali. Savory beef style crumble, dairy-free cheddar, cheese, caramelized onions, and a zesty taco.
Alright, I guess I have to go first. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? You know what? Actually, yeah, 10 out of 10, why?
Because it's spicy.
Because it's spicy? I'm gonna probably give it a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, just to probably save the 10 out of 10 for one of the other ones. This is actually really good. I definitely enjoyed this burrito. I'd probably actually eat this again. I'd probably eat this again and buy it again. To me, it just was really good. I think other than kind of like, it just kind of seemed more like a mush in the middle, which, you know,
that's pretty much any burrito.
Yeah, which is understandable. I think it's overall really good. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because simply I'm hopefully the others will prove to be just as good and maybe a little bit better than this one. So it's gonna be a 9 out of 10 for me. Can't go 10 out of 10. I'm sorry, Nick.
Okay.
Mom?
I'm gonna give this like a 7 out of 10. I was thinking about doing a 6, but I'm gonna give it a 7. It's got a spice to it, which is a little bit too much for me. Like, my tongue is still burning. And John's just shaking his head over there. I'm just catching him out of the corner of my eye like, what is she talking about? Spice. There is a little bit of spice to this. So I'm definitely gonna give this a 7. It tastes good, and the burrito, the actual burrito itself is very, very tasty. Yeah, the shell is very tasty. I pulled mine apart just because I had a little bit more, and I just wanted to get a really good flavor of the interior of it. Normally I would just eat it, but I am cutting back a little bit more on my like bread intakes or dough intakes. So anyway, I thought the flavor was good. It was just a little bit spicy for my tastes.
Okay.
If you're looking for a vegan Taco Bell burrito replacement, if you had a little bit of fire sauce or a little bit of, you know, whatever their sauces are, I forget what their hottest one is, but that and this, and you would not actually know the difference. I mean, there's a nice cheese, sort of cheddar note, as it were, to borrow from my, you know, wine tasting stuff. There's a cheddar note inside the burrito, along with a beef and a bean flavor just right on. It's a beef, bean, and cheddar burrito. It tastes exactly like you would expect it to.
What was your score?
I'm giving it a... I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I agree with you, Neil. I think there's going to be other ones that are just... I think I'm going to end up giving the whole line a 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd much rather just say I'm going to give it a 9, and we'll see if there's anything else that pops up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next we have the chicken fajita. Chicken and fajita. If I don't drop it, we can open it up. So, I'll go first while they finish up. I actually gave this an 8. I found that Mexicali to be actually a lot more enjoyable. Instead of, giving Mexicali a 10, I'm gonna give this one actually an 8, one step below. Still good overall burrito. I think maybe it could have just been the bite, but I was missing a little more of that chicken flavoring. Chicken flavoring along, I don't know.
I don't think it was the bite, because all I tasted was the peppers.
Oh.
That was the overwhelming flavor that I got.
Because I mainly got peppers too. I mean, I got peppers and whatever the other spices they were trying to put in there. I mean, I got a little bit, but I just think maybe the chicken was a little bit more downplayed. So even still, good burrito. I enjoyed it a lot, so I'm gonna give it an 8. But I still think Mexicali was a lot better. It was a bit better.
Okay. What do you think, Dick?
9.
9.
You give this one a 9. I'm gonna agree with Neil. I actually think the Mexicali was better than the chicken fajita, so I'm gonna go a 6 on the chicken fajita. Not because of the spiciness, it was because all I could really taste was peppers, the red and green pepper. Even though I had a bite of the chicken, all I could taste was the peppers. So 6.
I'm going down as well. I'm going to put it at a 7. It does taste like a chicken fajita, especially if you are used to frying your chicken with peppers and onions. Chicken often takes the properties of those types of strong vegetables, and it just disappears. That being said, the taco sauce that's in there isn't powerful enough to overtake the pepper or the onion flavor, so it really does become about the pepper and the onion that is present in the thing. So that's sort of sad. I mean, they had done a really, really good job with the sauce and the meat and the cheese notes in the Mexicali. Pardon me. They had done a really good job of the sauce, meat, and cheddar notes in the Mexicali. This one just sort of tastes like peppers.
Yeah. All right, the next one is Philly sandwich.
Did you want me to cut it?
Yeah, go ahead, you can put it on that plate and cut it up.
Okay. There we go.
All right. Well, while these guys are eating this, I'm gonna say that I think this actually tastes pretty good. They did a good job of capturing like the smoky flavor of like a grilled Philly beef. Like, because we live in Pennsylvania, we've had plenty of Philly cheesesteaks, and I think it did a very good job of capturing like the smoky flavor of the grilled beef, if that makes sense. The provolone flavor is just kind of there's not really much to it. But I think that the flavor, you can have it. I think that the flavor of it didn't do bad. And like I said, I skipped the tortilla just because I think the tortillas are amazing. They are very, very good flavorful wise. So I was kind of going for the filling on this one, and I think it did a pretty good job. I'm going to actually give this one a little bit higher than the others. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I think the filling is actually very good. I think if you would add a little bit of ketchup, which I like ketchup a lot, if you would add a little bit of ketchup to like cut it in half and just put a little bit on the inside of the beef and cheese, I think it would taste really, really good. What do you think, Nick?
Is this going up or down?
8.
8
on that one? All right.
I will agree with my mother. It does need a little bit of some. It's good overall. It is good overall. I won't say it's bad. But I do say it does need a little bit of some. For me, it's not ketchup. It's probably a little bit of like marinara sauce, or just a little bit of more sauce to it, I think. I think what did well for the first two was it had a lot more of a sauce, like it had some sauce. It added a little more. This one, you taste pretty much all the beef and a bit of the cheese. And I feel like, a little bit of sauce could have gone a long way with it. Overall, I'm probably gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna put it just with the chicken fajita. Again, really good burrito overall. I just think it just needs a little more. Maybe even some spice too.
Okay.
I agree with Jessica that it's a pretty good facsimile or nod to, pardon me, it's a really good nod to the Philly cheesesteak in that, you know, Philly cheesesteaks are about the beef and the cheese. This fajita is about the beef and the cheese. The onions, the peppers, and the mushrooms don't play a high. I mean, you're not going to be like, oh, I can really, no. It's the beef and the cheese. These sacrilegious people who want to put ketchup and marinara sauce, no.
They do put sauce on Philly cheesesteaks depending on where you go in a city. If any of you guys are from Philly, like, and you want to just strangle me right now, every Philly cheesesteak place that I've ever been, and I've been to a handful of them in my lifetime. Not a ton.
They'll do it.
I'm not an expert on Philly cheesesteaks, but there are some places that will put a little bit of, like Neil said, marinara sauce on them.
Okay. Well, bottom line is, for me, it's a 7.
7.
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
Time for the pizza.
Pizza.
I think this is going to be your chance to have that burrito with a little bit of sauce.
All right. I'm going to say that of the 4, this one is my favorite. But I like pizza. I love pizza. Pizza's like my one weakness. If I could just live off of one food and never have to worry about what I was eating for the rest of my life, it would be pizza. I love it. So this is my favorite. Is it the best pizza flavor I've ever had? No. But the tortillas, like I said a couple of times, are amazingly good. They're, especially for a frozen burrito. I've had a number of different frozen burritos, and these by far have the best tasting tortillas that I've had. So I think the tortilla is really good. I didn't eat mine again. Nick ate it. I just wanted to focus on the filling. I think the filling was okay as far as a pizza goes. I'm gonna give this one a 9. Of all 4 of these, this is my favorite, and I would buy this one again. If I was eating tortillas on a regular basis, I would. So I'm gonna give this one a 9.
Nick? Put your hands
7.
down. Put your hands down. Say it loud, man.
7.
7.
7?
Mm-hmm. You don't like this one?
Okay.
Nick is not a fan of pizza.
No.
I'm gonna give this one 9, and because this actually wasn't my favorite, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna change my score for the Mexicali to a 10 because I think that one proved of the 4 of them to be the best. The pizza one, it was not. It was a second. Was a close second favorite of mine. But Mexicali, I feel like, just had the right bit of stuff in every which way. You heard my mom through this whole episode that the tortillas were great, and
yeah.
they're probably the best kind of tortilla we've pretty much had in terms of vegan style. And I think everything just went right for the Mexicali. That I don't think there's really anything bad you could say about that one. Other than maybe the spice for my mother, there's nothing really bad you could say about it. All the others, I think there was a little bit, there was some nitpicks you could do with them. But the pizza, I gotta say 9 out of 10, close second. But Mexicali ultimately wins with a 10.
I agree with Neil. The Mexicali is now a 10. Bottom line, yeah. I agree with Nick too. It's 10. This pizza thing, yeah, no. It's gonna be a 7 for me. My second favorite would be the Philly cheesesteak, sans any tomato paste based stuff that others would want to add.
What about fried tomatoes?
No.
No.
Ain't nobody putting fried tomatoes on a Philly cheesesteak. No thank you. Anyway, so it's a 7 for me. It's okay. For me, pizza is about the sauce.
Would you pick that one up again? Because I feel like that's the one that you didn't like the most. So I
would not pick the pizza up one again. I'd pick up the Philly cheesesteak or the Philly cheesesteak, and I'd pick up the Mexicali. The other 2 are okay. I mean, if I had to buy like a whole case of mixed assortments, I would eat them once the other 2 were completely gone. because of their shell. Their shells are by
They're
far.
good.
They're good.
Yes,
they
are very
really
good.
hold up.
That being said, I mean, it's a good line.
Yeah, Alpha Foods.
Alpha Foods.
And this is new to us. This is the first time I've seen it in our grocery store.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you'd like to be, please hit that red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell to notify you when we do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. Have you tried these? Have you seen them in your store?
Yeah.
They were very interesting, and I'm glad I picked them up. Definitely glad I picked them up.
If they are, I mean, if they're definitely to me, we'll have to taste test something else, but this is along the lines of what I would expect from like a Gardein.
Yeah.
It's a Gardein level product for those people who are like looking to transition from
standard American diet to a
vegan diet. These are very easy, not hard to cook.
Yeah,
Thumbs up.
90 seconds in the microwave.
90 seconds.
So anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next Omnis Vegan. Bye.
Bye.